Okay, in this video we'll discuss how to create array in Java. So why we are using array? If you want to store collection of element of the same data type, then you can use array. When it comes to Java, you can create integer array which will accept many number of integer values. You can store only integer values inside integer array. If you create double array, you can include more than one double number inside that array. If you use string, then you can store multiple string inside that array. So when you take array, you need to give a size. So you have two ways, right? That means when you create array, for example, integer num, on that time you can create array without giving any size, but definitely you have to give values. Based on the values, it will automatically identify the size. Otherwise, you can create your array integer num with the bracket which is equal to new integer, then after size will be 10 or something like this. Now this array size is what? 10. So this is how we are going to create array. So what is the definition? Array is a collection of element. It is a collection of element of same data type, right? The element of array are stored in contiguous location in the memory. Array in Java are based on the zero-based index system. When you take any array, index are starting from 0. First one is 0, 1, 2, 3. Values will be something else. For example, value will be 10, 2, 5, 90, something like this. No issue, right? But the index is always 0. You can see we have indexes, then not values. So 0 index value is 1, first index value is 3, second index value is 8, last index value is 99. So to declare array, we are using this command integer, then not your array name, after that bracket. So this is how declare array. But when you declare array, you need to give a size. For that we are calling array instantiation. You can do this thing in one line like this if you want. This is how I did this in the one line, declaration and instantiation. Then after give values, you can use index number, then after value, index number value. That means 0 means first one will be 10, 1 means second one will be 20. Okay, so we do one example, right? And also we have multi-dimensional array, that means rows and columns. So when it comes to array, we have two-dimensional array, three-dimensional array also there, right? So for the two-dimensional array, we have seen double bracket, but when it comes to three-dimensional array, we have again another bracket. Okay, we will move into the VS Code. I'm going to create class public class Java array public static void main string. Okay, so here we will create our array. I'm going to create array integer numbers. This time I'm going to give size as I'm not going to give size. I'm going to give some values 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Then now we can print these values using for loop integer num in numbers array is enhanced for loop. Then after system dot out dot println num is equal to plus num. Now if you compile this one, it will print these values like this. I'm going to align this into the right side. Okay, so next thing is, again I'm going to create array integer. So this time we'll create string array, string names, but this time array size will be new string. I'm going to give size as a tree. That means this can hold tree string. So names 0 will be Jack. Then names array first element will be and names array second element will be, we'll use John. Right, now I want to print the last element. For that we can use system.out.println println our array name is names, index is 2 between the last element. You can see it is printing last element. Right, so we'll do another example. I'm going to comment down this one. Now what we discuss, array index is starting from 0. We'll check whether this is true or false. I'm going to create array integer number. Array will have values. We have 5 values. Now I'm going to use a loop to print array values. Before that, we will create one variable to iterate through this array. I will start from 0, I less than 5, because we have 5 elements in our array. System.out.println array. Now I'm going to print the index. Index will be I. Array I is equal to plus number array I. Now we'll compile this one. Okay, let's see, we got error. Not a statement. System.out.println. Okay, now I need to increase I also. I plus plus, and also here I have this plus symbol for this one. Now it is fine. Now you can see 0th index value is what? 3. First index 5, second index 7, third index 8, fourth index 9. So last index mean number of element minus 1. Number of element is 5. 5 minus 1, 4 is the last index. Okay, so this is how one-dimensional array work. We are calling this one-dimensional array. Now I'm going to create two-dimensional array. So we'll comment down this entire section. Then after we'll create two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array. Let's create one number array. So I'm going to give values directly, or else I can use new keyword like this. Then I can give size 2 rows, 3 columns. So you can create your array like this. Then you can give values manually. For example, first value will be num 0, 0 value will be equal to 10. Like that you can give 2 into 3, 6 values. But I'm going to give these values at the same time when I declare my array. For that we can write command like this. Integer num array. We have 2 rows, 3 columns. Then we have first row 2, 3, 4. Then second row 5, 6, 7. Now you can see we have 2 rows. This is our first row. This is our second row. Again we have 3 columns in each row. Now if you want to print this one, you need to use 2 loops to rows and column. If you want to print only one element, then it is fine. System.out.println last element. So what is the index for the last element? Okay, so find the index for the last element in this one. That means for the 7. 7 in which row? Second row. But actually it is first row when it comes to index base, right? Num array first row, because it is starting from the 0. Then column 0, 1, 2. 0 means 5, 1, 2. Now to print this one, if you want, you can use loop. But for the rows you have to use one loop. Then for the column you have to use another loop. I less than equal to less than 2, because we have 2 rows, I plus plus. Then second one for the columns, integer j is equal to 0, j less than 3, j plus plus. Yeah, I is equal to 0 initially. Now we can print all the values. System.out.println. Again, array, I'm going to print index, right? So array value will be plus number I comma j. Let's compile this one. It will print all the element. So if you want to print this as a table, then what you are going to do? For that you can do your element. Then not you can add tab space /t for the tab space. Then what I'm going to remove this ln new line, and I'm going to add new line here. System.out.println to separate two rows. Now value will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No issue. So this is how multi-dimensional array works. Then after we have one dimensional array. So we are going to use these arrays in the upcoming session for the calculation, right? It is better to do some example and practice this thing. If you have any question, you can comment down, or else we will meet with the new video.